Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But hey, do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that notification bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're of the 770 regulars here, well, welcome back for another round. As you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment. Because as we know, YouTube does love those comments. And of course, absolutely, share this video out on all the social media. My socials, of course, in the description, X and Instagram, along with links to that wonderful Joker Voice merch store. Joker Voice, and Wednesday night is overbooked merch. Good stuff. I'm just saying. So yeah, as you can see, we got new surroundings, and despite it being a very busy weekend moving in, I was still able to find some stories for y'all from the world of professional wrestling. The WWE was represented at a Hollywood red carpet event. A former champion reflects on returning to their home country. A WWE executive says something interesting. Also, AEW introduces a new championship title. This one, however, will not be going to Mercedes Moné. That and some more. And let's not waste any time because we got about 10 minutes. Let's get started.
And here we go.
Now, our first story comes to us from the world of Hollywood as the anticipated 5th season of Netflix's Stranger Things debuted. And of course, there was a major event to celebrate the occasion. The WWE was represented on the red carpet, making a public appearance. Haven't seen much of her, by the former 4-time women's tag champion and 2-time women's world champion, Liv Morgan.
She's hot, definitely hot.
When asked about the titular monster in this thing, the Demogorgon, Liv did not hesitate in saying who could easily defeat this horrible beast. Of course, it was her kayfabe boyfriend, and that is the current Intercontinental Champion and the AAA Mega Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
That is so cute.
Now, we're going to be sticking with the women of the WWE for a little bit, as this story, much like last week's, involves the now former Women's United States Champion, Giulia. That's right. I said former. Now, after the Crown Jewel Premium Live event, which was held in Australia, WWE hosted a series of live events in Japan. And Giulia gave a statement to WWE Japan about returning home for these events. And I'm paraphrasing here, that she thought it might be a little too soon, only being a year removed from Japan since joining the WWE. However, she was very happy to kind of feel back in her roots and get back to once again performing in front of the home crowd. Now, Giulia, of course, is one of 4 Japanese women on the main roster. And later this week, I'll go into the history of each of these Joshis and the connection they all have one another.
Stay tuned for more.
Speaking of Giulia, she is currently on the SmackDown women's roster, which, if we're being honest, as far as depth, is rather thin, and the way it's been booked is questionable at best. So, obviously, there are some changes that need to be made, new faces being one of them. Well, this past Friday, in a match between Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax, Charlotte's tag partner, Alexa Bliss, was attacked by NXT talent Lash Legend. Now, according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, this marks an official call up from NXT to the main roster. This is definitely a step in the right direction, as other names mentioned internally within the WWE are former TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace and former NXT Women's Champion JC Jane.
Well, it's about time.
Now, this next story I found rather odd, and it's in regards to WWE Premium Live events, as TKO president Mark Shapiro made an interesting statement stating that a lot of the Premium Live events were created by Vince McMahon and that they, as a company, need to move past that. So Nick Khan and Triple H came up with WrestlePalooza, which launched their new deal with ESPN, also stating that it was a quote unquote real winner. First off, Mark, WrestlePalooza was a product of ECW created by Paul Heyman. And yet, while it did launch the deal with ESPN, the notion that it was a real winner.
You sure about that?
And finally, we head over to AEW for another interesting story. Now, in the past, AEW has been accused of having just too many championships. Now, they did take a step to kind of rectify this, as having the international champion Kenny Omega face off against the continental champion Kazuchika Okada, merging the titles together to form the unified title back at All In mid-July. Well, this past Wednesday on Dynamite, Tony Schiavone and Tony Khan opened the show by announcing, wait for it, that's right, a new championship.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Now, this new title will be defended not only within AEW, but also Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, CMLL, and the Indies, anyone with a loose association with AEW. This title will be referred to as the AEW National title. Now, the funny thing about this is this new championship will function exactly as the old International Championship. So, what was the point of Omega versus Okada in the first place?
I'm so confused.
At least there's one thing we can take away from this. This is a men's title, so it will be protected from the belt collector, Mercedes Moné.
That is true.
But these are just some of the stories from in and around the world of professional wrestling. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. And be sure to tune in later this week, 6 p.m. Pacific, where me and the guys will be talking about some of this and a whole lot more. Of course, I'm talking about Wednesday night is overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate it. And I will see you folks all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Until next time.